Now to a last-minute scramble in Springfield to overhaul public transit in the state of Illinois.
Public transit is a vital need. It's necessary. We all depend on it.
The demand from transit workers to figure out funding comes as lawmakers unveiled 2 bills in 24 hours. But only one of them even mentions funding, but not where it comes from. Marissa Perlman live at Union Station with what's inside these bills and what's missing. Marissa.
Marie, good to be with you. Yeah, so far we have seen one bill from the House and one bill from the Senate. Both proposals, in theory, would replace the RTA, which oversees PACE, Metra, and the CTA. They would now be under a new umbrella called the Northern Illinois Transit Authority. But as you said, neither of these proposals address the $770 million budget shortfall to fund these systems.
We're asking for reform. We have no problem with reform, but we want the funding as well to come along with it.
This morning, transit workers and their unions calling for funding and reform outside of Union Station here, so many of them can keep their jobs past the deadline for a looming fiscal cliff. At risk here is a 40% cut in service and thousands of people who are at risk of getting pink slips. Now, when it comes to these reforms, lawmakers are proposing this new agency would create a universal fare system and handle all long-term infrastructure projects. The bills also would create a dedicated transit police force. But again, these bills, as we've seen them so far, don't address the transit funding gap. The sponsors of the bill say there needs to be reforms before they deal with the funding issues.
We are doing this for the more than 1 million people that ride public transit every single day in the Northeast Illinois region. And we are doing this for the riders throughout our state that utilize the services provided by 54 public transit agencies in downstate Illinois to make sure that that system is able to be funded, but that system also works.
Now, the state senator here says when it comes to the dollars, the Senate proposal will avoid a fiscal cliff and leave room for additional investments, too. But he wouldn't specify where that money is coming from, only calling the funding system a, quote, shared sacrifice, a combination of cost savings, existing funding, and many other mechanisms. Now, the spring legislative session ends on Saturday. And, Marie, it's not clear if they'll address the funding issues by then. For now, we're live outside of Union Station. I'm Marissa Perlman, CBS News, Chicago.
We'll continue to follow it. Thank you, Marissa.